leaving Arran from Lochranza. Just arrived at the ferry terminal. It's 12:38. We've got about 40 minutes before the next ferry leaves, and it looks like it's on the other side at the moment. It's funny, I've just pulled up. There are two VW transporter vans in front of me, and I recognise the second one from the ferry from Arran to Arran. So right, I need a wee. Right, ferry's here. Okay, we're leaving Arran from Lochranza, headed to Claonaig. Bumped into the group of 5 family that turned up at the Glen Rosa campsite in that pouring rain on bicycles and tents. Oh, I really admire what they're doing. So this is the kind of area we're in now. So that's Arran. We're going along here. It's very narrow. It's got passing places all along it. Yeah, so I've arrived at this place called Port. It's about halfway down the coast towards Cambeltown from the ferry. Kind of in the middle of nowhere. There are a few houses around, but this is like a single track lane with passing places in, so I've had a few. One particularly narrow miss where some bloke came charging up this hill. But yeah, so that's Arran in the background. I thought I could hear some voices. There's a fairly new looking house right on the banks of the sea, and some people with some yachts out there. It's a bit too early to stop, really. This is a recognised Forestry Commission place that you can stop, but it's only 2:30. I don't really feel like stopping yet, so I'm going to push on. There's a campsite I've noticed on Search for Sites that's on the west coast, just kind of southwest of Cambeltown, that looks really interesting. It looks like a really beautiful spot. It's £26 a night, but they've got availability, and it would kind of tie in quite nicely with the timing. There are a couple of other places, free spaces along here. I'm going to have a look at as I go, but I think I fancy staying in a campsite. This is another free spot apparently, but the car park's full. That's the southern tip of Arran, and this Cambeltown, and then we're probably going to head over to the other side of the peninsula for a camping spot. Driving that has been, oh my god, there has been some first gear. There are lots of hairpins, really tight hairpins, and some kind of second gear climbs, front wheel spinning on hairpins. Yeah, I saw about 4 or 5 motorhomes going in the other direction, and everyone looks in a similar state of like slight shock, like, oh my god, what are we doing on this road? But yeah, it's amazing. It's fine if you're careful, but there are some places you have to be really careful, tight bridges and stuff like that. Right, I've booked myself onto it's called Macrainish holiday park. It's yeah, it's on the west coast, just below Cambeltown. It's about 7 miles from here, about a quarter of an hour's drive. The last free spot that I passed was just like a tiny little lay-by with a kind of 6-foot high wall below it that dropped down onto the beach right on the very edge of the road, like I am here. So might be okay for a small camper van if you rock up at 10 o'clock at night or something, but I'm quite tired and I'd like to just get settled in somewhere, and this seems the best thing at the moment, so let's get there. When I got to Cambeltown, the road that I needed was closed, and some clever bastard had taken down all the diversion signs and moved them. Eventually I worked out a way of going through and picked up some diversion signs to a housing estate, but then someone had removed the one I needed and ended up driving right to the end of a housing estate up to a dead end. I had to do a 3-point turn in the middle of a housing estate and then eventually found my way out. Now I'm following cows and I'm going to get shit all over my van. I'm tired, just need to get there. Oh yeah, I missed the turning. I've already been right past it and ended up having to do a 3-point turn in Lochranza village. And I'm going back because I suddenly saw the sign just as I passed it, but there was nowhere to stop or turn around. Well, the princely sum of £26, I've got a non-hookup grass pitch facing someone else's camper van. I can't even see the sea or anything. Fuck's sake. Fucking fed up with this sometimes. I hadn't quite realised how tired and grumpy I'd got by the end of things. No, I've had a bit of a sleep, and I've just had some food and just been chilling out watching some YouTube stuff. The beach is about 10 minutes walk from here. I think you have to go out to the road to cross a river and then walk around a golf course or something. But yeah, I'm going to go and have a look at that in a minute after I've drunk my cup of tea, and also been having a little look at you know, what my plans are at the moment. I find it really tiring when I'm moving on so much, and because I didn't sleep very well last night, I feel knackered today, and I've done quite a lot of driving, but also, you know, I tend to enjoy the best things I've enjoyed so far have been where I've stayed put for like a week and I've been able to just do lots of running and stuff, exploring from one place. And so places like Fort William and Ben Nevis, Glen Nevis and the Cairngorms will be good places for me to go. Things like Skye and Harris, I mean, I'm sure they're very beautiful, but I've seen a lot of beautiful scenery already, and so I'm not sure whether that's what I really want to do. I'm not in a rush to go home, but I don't feel as though I should be spending too much time and effort and money travelling to places that are just beautiful places to be. You know, I can imagine what it's like in Harris, but I'm not sure that that's really going to fulfill my kind of desires. This trip's mainly been about, you know, travelling and running places. So apparently Fort William's only about 100 miles from here. It's about 4 or 5 hours drive, but I'll see how I feel tomorrow. This place is I can empty my grey waste and my loo and fill up the water tanks and do all that kind of stuff. at my leisure in the morning, and then I just start driving up and just make it up as I go. But you know, if it turns out that I end up in Fort William tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, then that's the way it'll be. And you know, there's some stuff I'd quite like to do in Glencoe. There are some runs, quite a few runs I could do around there, and just like straight up ascents, and then the Ben, and then go and look at the Cairngorms. So I might look to see if I can stay at another kind of cheapish sort of small farmy type site or something like that, and just book in for a week and just spend it just chilling out. That's what I feel as though I'd like to do again. So yeah, that's my kind of general feeling, my general plan at the moment, I think. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. But anyway, I'm just going to finish my cup of tea and then take you with me down to the beach. There's some really amazing houses around here. They've all got massive front lawns. Crazy.